I wonder why sometimes stream just throws away my my microphone like, you don't need this anymore. Like, why was it deselected? Hi, Pip. Hello, Miam. So my question was, Allison, I'm assuming you want your points to go to coloring stream. James, where would you like your points? And curious, would you like your points to go to any of this, or would you like to fill in the last option? Yes, okay. Yeah, I didn't need that. I didn't need a microphone. It's not like I need that for this. 1 for coloring, 2 for something new. Okay. You like coloring. Alright. Coloring's got a strong lead. Whoosh. I'll figure out something for B. So, I heard back from the shelter this morning. I also called and left a message for the other shelter director. I haven't heard back from her. I was like, I was able to find placement for Tigger at a different shelter, so if you need to check on his status, you can call this place and ask for this person. But I heard back from the other shelter, and they were like, thank you so much for your kind words. I've attached his paperwork to his profile. He has completely settled in, and we are looking for a foster for him now. So, oh, that makes me happy. Because like I said to James, I knew eventually he'd adjust, but anytime you take a cat from outside to inside, you never really know, like... Plus, he was just neutered. Like, he could have been very panicky. He could have been really struggling. But to hear that he's, like, settled in. I had bought, when I thought that he was going to be staying with us, or just in general, I got, like, a couple of toys for him. And I was like, can I give these to you to give to him? And they were like, you sure can. And I'm like, thanks. So they gave him the toys I bought him, and I was like, I'm not gonna cry, you are. Anyway. Bingo! Do-do-do-do-do-do. So, I already have... Like I said, Bingo is, like, most of the way done. Like, if you look at her, she's close. Here's Bluey. So Bingo is nearly complete. She just needs to have her head closed, and her eyes glued on. And it's funny, I had already cut stuff out, and luckily I have a template. Camera, we're down here. Camera. Okay. Sure. It's not like we don't need anything to work today. It's fine. I have to cut out another eye because I don't know what happened to the second pupil. That's fine. Oh, there we go. Now we're focusing. Got moved to today and you forgot. Oh no. Heck. I'm glad you remembered. Sorry that you have a meeting. Saren! Hello, friend. I'm so sorry I wasn't able to make it to your stream today. It was a hectic after my week of craziness with Tigger and everything else. I had to go get patch meds. I had to get I had so many errands to run, and then all of a sudden I had to eat. Oh my god, you know what Patch did today? I couldn't even come in lunchtime. I was on the phone with James. We were catching up. So Patch Patch didn't poop this morning. Look, Saren came in and we're instantly talking about poop. That's how Saren and I are. He had him poop this morning, and he was having his little, lunchtime snack with me, which basically means that he gets the crust off of my peanut butter sandwich, right? So he does all of that, and then after lunch he goes out and uses the bathroom. I'm hooking him up on his harness to go out, and I was like, "Ooh, bud," I'm like, "Yeah, you really have to poop. That's a stinky fart." He takes 2 steps outside, and I look, and he had started pooping in the kitchen. He had to go so bad, but he didn't want to stop getting his lunchtime snack to ask me to go to the bathroom. And it made me think of a toddler who's like, no, I can wait. I want my treat. I can't wait. And he goes outside and he pees and he finishes poo, and I'm like, I'm just standing there and I'm like, what just happened? Yeah, what just happened, Pip? I just was like, okay. So it's been hectic. What were you doing today on stream? Thank you for the raid. For friends who don't know me, hi, welcome. I'm Megan. This is Pippin. There's lots of animals here. There's talk about, poop, because animals. Anyway. If you're used to Saren, this is nothing new. This is just the life of multiple pet ownership. Plan the dragon for Monday's beadworking and started diamond painting. Ooh, what are you diamond painting? It really is. No, it's what happens in multi-cat household. Also, I made an appointment to take Maple to the vet for a checkup. / I think he's gonna need a dental cleaning. And he might need to have a tooth removed. One of them looks like it's got a lot of tartar, and the other one looks kind of gray, and that scares me. So I'm gonna have to be so brave though, because James isn't here. So I'm gonna have to deal with all the after effects of all of that on my own. But it can't wait. I can't wait till he's home in 3-4 months time. That's too long. It does happen, yeah. Hi, Neophyte Lady, how are you? Hi. Okay, actually, while you're entertaining the crowd, let me pull up my pattern. I didn't do that yet. I got all the pieces. I did all the things. The pattern's not pulled up. Please entertain the friends. Wonder... There you go. Yeah, I mean, I can send you a picture if you want to see. I'm sure that you could look and be like, yeah. I don't know these things. The problem with this is that it doesn't... It's not named like Bluey and Bingo. It's got a silly name. Nope. Oh, really? Oh, no. Poor guy. Getting adjusted to new meds. I'm hanging in there. I don't know if I want to see a picture. What is it? His mouth? Because probably not. The tooth itself, sure. That's fine. He was allowed to keep it. That's fun. I had the one that they extracted from Artemis. I joked, like, they put it in a vial to show me, and then I was like, I'm gonna put it under her pillow and see if the Tooth Fairy brings us money. Tooth Fairy didn't bring us any money. It was pretty rude. Where? Are you good? Girl, are you good? Where? This is the problem of having a really old pattern. Hi, Allison! Alright, hold on. I just got a message from Saren. Saren, how big is your kid's mouth? Respectfully gross. with absolute respect. Ew. I sent you a picture back of Maple. This is friendship right here. You can't just ask how big a kid's mouth is. Ew, wait, was he awake for that? I could not imagine being awake having something that big removed at. Oh my god. Nope. Nope. No, thank you. Crochet. Maybe it's here? I don't know why I didn't rename this pattern like Bluey or Bing. Oh, I found it. I found it. No, I mean, the tooth is like the size of my thumb. like, like at least like that big. I don't think laughing gas is enough for that. No. Precisely. No, thank you. Oh, so update, Saren. Evidently Tigger is settling in and he's doing really good. So I'm happy. All right, let's fold up your paper star. I also sent you pictures of Maple's mouth. Some bad plaque and tartar. Yeah. I've been trying to get better about brushing everyone's teeth. The issue is, of course, having somewhat feral animals that aren't used to it. It's really stressful, and then it becomes stressful for me. Like, Patch's teeth or whatever, I can just brush them. Like, he's used to it. And I've been trying to do it more often with Maple. And I just noticed that his breath has been a little stinky, and I'm hoping that he doesn't have to have any of his teeth out. Yeah. And it's hard because cats don't really have like you can't give them a bone to chew like you can a dog. That helps with that. You know, like it's not the only thing, but it does help normally, like for dogs if you give them bones to chew. So, hmm, maybe I'll have to look into that. So yeah, he and Artie have a joint appointment at the end of the month. Artie just needs her rabies vaccine. Like she's easy peasy. Originally I wasn't like she was just going to be like I'm driving her there. They take her back, they give her her shot, they give her back to me. And then I was asking like I asked about the dental and they were like, "Well, we haven't seen Maple in a year." So they're going to want to see him before we do anything else and they'll check it out then. So I'm sure it's just the start of another very expensive vet bill. I swear, every time that like bills start to become like taken care of, it's like time to bring the price, time to bring the credit card bill back up, and you're like, we don't have to. We cannot. I'll have to see. Maple Maple's a gremlin when it comes to like stuff like that. With like the silver vine or catnip things. So maybe if they have like silver vine like ones that are like meant to help with the plaque, maybe that would help. I really just need to at the very least brush them once a week. It's hard. It's hard when you have mental health things going on and then your husband leaves. Not like he left me. But like he leaves for Air Force stuff for 7 months and then the world decides to implode and your government is killing citizens and you just all of a sudden brushing your cat's teeth really isn't that important to you because you're just trying to survive. And now I'm like, shoot. Use the greenies treats. Yeah, in the past the greenies treats have blown up. Back before we were giving Artie like a specialized diet, they absolutely destroyed her. I gave her like 3 of the greenies treats and she was like puking and like it was a disaster. But now we know. Now we know that she has IBD and a couple of other things, and so that's not as surprising anymore. But one thing I have been trying to work on with Maple is just like getting better about going into his crate again. Like it was something I had practiced with him a lot in the past, and I was like, I really should get back into that. And the other day, I like threw a treat in there, and he was like, why are you standing here, Mom? And like he starts to go in and I like push his booty in the rest of the way and he hissed at me like he has not hissed at me in a long time. Like, absolutely not. You may not put I was like, I'm sorry, bud. Silly little things just don't understand. We're trying to help. Yeah, I know. We're not actually poisoning and suffocating them. What I'm trying to do with him, it's the same thing that I do with Patch, which is like, and I know this is a little bit counterproductive of brush the teeth, give them a treat. But really a toothbrush is just to try and get like tartar off. It's trying to get built on stuff, not necessarily like fresh stuff, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to get Maple used to again like, oh look, I brush your teeth, you get squeeze treat. Like you don't get squeeze treat unless you're getting your nails clipped. And that seemed to help a little bit. So I'm gonna try. I have it in my phone to like brush, like get reminders like to brush their teeth every 3 days. And that was like the first time the other day that I brushed them in a while. And the pet parent guilt. You all understand. All you pet people get it. Willows are the worst. Maples is the worst. Artie's a close second, but Artie has just like bad teeth in general. And it was funny because the other day when I was at the shelter and talking about Maple with the volunteer lady, and I was like, yeah, his like FIV thing is like he gets really weird like earwax buildup. He now loves when I clean his ears. He like actually drools a little bit. I think it just feels that good. It's like I just clean the outside with a Q-tip, and he's like sitting there just like, and she was like, yeah, FIV kitties can have like rough time with teeth too sometimes, and I'm like, shoot. All right, I guess I really can't put it off. Like, he's eating fine, he's drinking fine, he's playing fine. He doesn't get mad at me if I touch that side of his face or, whatever. But again, if doing something now can keep him from losing teeth in the future, then I'll do it. Welcome back. But thank you again for that raid. Sorry I kind of yammered for a little bit, but if you need to go and do anything post-stream, please make sure that you do. You're welcome to hang out and chat. Lurk, whatevs. And thanks again for bringing everybody over. I appreciate you. A toothbrush to help with his teeth. Yeah. For dental work, but we haven't tried to do our toenails yet. Oh, that's good. Yeah, we did patch his nails with like a Dremel from an early age, so it was actually really funny because initially the way that we would do his nails is James would hold him like a baby and I would file his nails. And so like for the first like 2 or 3 years of his life, that's how we had to do it. And James was finally at one point like, I can't pick him up like this anymore. Like it's just too much. Patch, no! Just because I said your name doesn't mean I need you. But Mom, yeah. Fall asleep. Aww. There's like so much fuzz on that. On the scissors. Alright. Boop. Boop. This one still feels goofy. Sorry, I know this is absolutely riveting content. Yeah. What's really going to be difficult is if he does need to, like, have any kind of work done. What I need to figure out is, like, how to almost, like, train him to go into the crate. And, like, not be stressed about it. Because, like, I can get him in there for the appointment by, like, feeding him in there. Like, if I put his food in there, he'll go in to eat, and then I can just close the door. But if he needs to not be eating because he's going to have to be, like, put under for surgery, or not surgery, like, well, maybe surgery, for dental cleaning, whatever, then, like, I need to not be giving him food. So maybe, I mean, his appointment isn't until the end of the month for just the checkup. So I guess that it's just time now to start practicing. It's fun to see your problem solving. Oh, okay. That looks better. The real tricky thing is that, like, as soon as I, like, take him to the vet this next time, it's gonna be that much harder to get him, like, into the crate after that. Because he's gonna be like, I know what you did last time. I'm not doing this again. Fool me once. He is. He's too smart. Somewhere in my nightmares now. Bluey Bingo 4mm hook. That's what I thought, but I wanted to double check. Okay. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Listen, I understand. I really do. Go rest up, feel better. No worries at all. So my favorite thing about this pattern, it's obvious that English is not their first language. That's fine. Respect. I can't speak another language. They call the arms handles. Handles, 2 pieces. And I'm like, you know what? You're not terribly wrong. Arms are the handles of the body. Arms could, right, like, they're not necessarily wrong, but All right, I think I'm on the decreases. I haven't done any of those yet. Yeah. Your handles and your fetals. When I was a kid, right? So these are your armpits. So the back of your knee must surely be called your knee pits. It's logical, right, chat? Like, just logically thinking. Armpits, knee pits. Oh yeah, we call them knee pits too. Logic, absolutely. Bingo is made up of like all of the fiber fill that comes in like different crochet kits. Yeah. Yeah, she's just made up of like random bits of stuffing because like it just otherwise I just have so much of it. So could you decrease? Thank you. A Stuffle appears. Well, aren't you just the cutest? Yarn ends. Mm-hmm. Oh, I have a bag of yarn ends and I end up using that too. I just make a lot of stuff. And because I sell some of it, like I want to make sure. Morning, Emily. It is soft. Very much so. I also kind of hate working with it sometimes because it just becomes like a fuzzy mess. But my day's going all right. I think I have to remake her ears. I don't remember. We went through, or no, they're this color. Never mind. I say we went through like 16 different types of orange yarn before we found the right color for this part of the body. There, I have so much random thick orange yarn. Is this like attached still? I don't understand. This is all shoved in a bag, so. Okay. Nailed it. First try. I caught it! Oh, bye! Pippin. Miss ma'am, that's not yours. Stop. Not your food. There's not very much of it left. It's still not yours. What a stinker. Like, I love her, but... Such a stinker. Okay, bye. See... How's everybody else this Friday going? Anyone doing anything? Work, but really Animal Crossing. Amazing. I see nothing. So, speaking of Valentine's Day, I went to the supermarket to pick up Patch's meds. And the amount of Valentine's Day stuff there. Like, the whole supermarket just smelled so strongly of flowers because there was just so many cut flowers there. Catches a mess from all the rain. Oh, that's nice. All the rocks did some DIY stuff. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta count to 68. I'm missing 2 stitches, which is why things aren't lining up. Oh, is that actually a thing? Is Galentine's Day a thing? Not just like a cutesy... Well, I'm decreasing now, so instead I just need to... When did that become a thing? That's so silly to me. I don't know why. Listen, everything about Valentine's Day is silly to me. Honestly. Like, no disrespect or hate towards anyone who likes it. It's silly to me. Because why do I need to be told what day I need to tell my partner I love them? Oh, it's a Parks and Rec thing? I see. Became official from that? Interesting. I like candy and I like pink, yeah. Interesting. Okay. So there's supposed to be 68 stitches. I have 66. So we're missing 2 somewhere. I don't know. Whatever. The initial decrease was going from 68 to 60, which is 8 stitch difference. I need to only do a 6-inch difference. So, or 6 stitch difference, sorry. So I have to lose 2, I basically have to lose a decrease on each side, right? Yeah. So if I was decreasing 4 times, right. If the issue is I'm just decreasing here. So the pattern had me originally doing 3 single crochet decrease times 4 and then stitching across the front and then doing the decrease times 4 again and then doing it across the back. So in theory, I could either keep the decreases the same and change how many single crochets are between the decreases, and that would fix the issue as well. So I just do, if I'm supposed to do 14 single crochets in between the decreases, but I just do 12. No, that only gets rid of 4 stitches. Wait. It's Friday. I didn't think I was going to have to do math. So that's 4, 16... Yeah, it's not even. That's the issue. Interesting. Well, no one, in all the years that Galentine's Day has been a thing, I've never been anyone's Galentine, so. You know what? James didn't even ask me to be his Valentine. Loser. What are you doing? You got crazy zoomies all of a sudden? Oh my goodness. Here, you want to entertain everyone to get again while I do math? I'm sure that you are way more entertaining than me hurting my brain. I know we do. Okay. So if I do... It's really been an hour already, and all I've done is cut out a pair of eyeballs, organize my mess, and start doing math. Goodness gracious. No wonder bingo hasn't gotten done. So that only gets rid of 4 stitches doing it that way. Is your sister screaming in the living room? Is it scream o'clock? I don't know why this is hurting my brain so much. I think I just need to get rid of 1 decrease. Because then that's 4, 8, 12. That's 24, 28. No. I have to happy. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, it's wrapping around your leg. Whoa. Oh no, she left. That means that... I went back too far. Okay. Alright. So if I need to lose 6 stitches instead of 8, I need to lose 3 on each side instead of 4. Okay. Let's try this again. We might have to, like, mess with the next round, too. It's not gonna be exact. But it hopefully will be even, which is the problem I'm having now, is that it's not. One. I wonder if this is why bingo wasn't picked up for a while. Okay. Alright, so what I need to do now... That has to be my middle decrease. 1, 2, 3. You have to be the first decrease. Right there. Alright. My stitch markers are over there, and I'm not going to scare Pippin, so bobby pin it is. Okay. So, hang on, wait. Ads are about to roll, which means I will be doing math on this stretch break. I think I got it, though. In which case, the rest of this had better be freaking easy peasy from here on out. I don't know where my pen went. Sure. That's fine. I've got more. Anyway, here's our math. Thank you for the streak, Happy. I appreciate it. We're gonna play some words on stream, get a snack, a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry, stand up, take a stretch break, or do math. I mean, that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know why you'd want to do that, though. Be right back. Yikes. That was a lot. Okay. Shush. Anyway. Thank you all for hanging out through ads. That was rough. Yeah, the words on stream site, like, wouldn't load. Friday is just being rude. Yup. Actually, wait, this has to go one stitch that way. First the villager hunt and then words, I know. It's being spooky. Well, that's awful silly of it. Okay, wait, double checking. Okay. Before I finish this round, I'm gonna count one more time to like 1,000,000. Hang tight, chat. I'll handle it. I'll take it. It's 59 stitches and I'm supposed to have 60. That's fine. I can fudge one more round. Yeah, I'll take it. I think that I have felt every emotion in the last, like, 72 hours. Why is my bank calling me? Hold, please. Good lord. I hate that. I just made like a couple of moves because normally our when James gets paid, part of his paycheck goes into our high yield savings account, which we use for, like, long term savings and all of that. And since he's not getting paid in his normal way, we've been manually moving that over every once in a while. And I just did, like, all of that stuff today where, like, I was moving things around. And so when they're calling me, I'm like, oh my god, don't tell me that, like, something went wrong. We got hacked. Something. Oh no. And they're like, hi, we just like to check in, every once in a while and see if Redacted Bank is doing everything that they can for you. And, if there's anything we can be doing better. And I'm like, oh, that's all? So I said, okay, I'm at work right now. I was like, if you can email me this, I would be happy to take a look at it. But, like, I cannot talk to you right now about, like, I can't just have you go through, like, all the questions and all the things and all of that. Like, I can't right now. Right. Like, here I am thinking, oh my gosh, like, well, it's our bank. It's not like a telemarketer, like, trying to sell you anything. Yeah, what's interesting is that it came up as, like, the name of the bank, which again is why I answered. And they were like, this is so and so calling from that bank on a recorded line. Is this so and so? I was like, yep. That's interesting. Oh, hi. Well, I mean, I hope then that it was legit, but it literally. I think that it's like our local branch. I don't know. Now I'm anxious about it, chat. Wow, James, you know just what to say. Hello. She's up here because her food dish is up here and she's eating now. Bless you. Okay. I texted James the phone number and he said that's the headquarters for the number, or for the brand, like for our state. Like that's their headquarters. Thank you, James. I'm like, here, I don't have time to look into this now. You Google. Hello. But yeah, like Allison said, what happens if your card is like stolen, or like you have suspicious activity on your account? How do you know? How do they tell you if they can't call you? I'm doing well. How are you? Hello. Are you... You're just gonna say... Okay. That's fine. An email or a text first with a security code. Oh, I see. Yeah, I was like, how else do you know? Like, imagine them, like, having to write you or something and being like, hi, we noticed suspicious activity on your account, like, a week ago. And you're like, gee, thanks! Oh, I got little kisses. How are your teeth, huh? I'm looking at Cat's teeth. Let me see your mouth. Thanks. How about this side? Mom! What the heck? I saw it. You're such a good girl. You're such a good girl. She's like, Mom! Yeah, like, they didn't ask me for any account information or anything like that. Because I would have been like, yeah, no. LOL. Um, 14. She's like, don't kiss me. Okay. Going home early. Yay! Drive safe. 2. Three. Hi, AC. Happy Friday. Okay. Yeah, weekend. Woot woot. Alright. Hooray. Shopping had you exhausted? I hate when that happens. Diglett! So I saw this really interesting app that I downloaded because as someone who I'm pretty sure has MCAS and other things, like other health things, it was a really neat idea where like you can scan your food and it'll tell you if it's like got high histamine levels in it or if it has like certain allergens or things that are like triggers, like based on like a list you select. And I went through and I did all the stuff. And it's like $5, like $4 a month. And I'm like, no. Or like $60 a year. And I'm like, no thanks. No thanks. Like, I don't understand why things. What? No, for a food. What? For a food scanning thing. Oh, I see. No, MCAS is mast cell activation syndrome, which I'm assuming I have at this point, considering that I continue to get hives and things like that. So, um, and so I was interested because like the thing talks about how like you can scan stuff and it can be like, oh yeah, you know, this is high in like histamine like food stuff or whatever. Um I mean, I get that they have to update and the apps take, but like it's a barrier to health for people who can't afford it. That's all. I appreciate apps that have a pay what you can sort of feature, or you know, like people with chronic illness, especially here where we don't have the same kind of, you know, aid and assistance that other places do, or like universal health care. It ends up being like just not doable. And like, don't get me wrong, you know, everyone deserves to be paid for their time and their whatever. It for me, my struggle is when it's a recurring fee and there's no like lifetime option. Like, let me pay like $20 for the app for life. No, it's $60 a year every year. That's where I get frustrated cuz like now you're making money. Like that's unnecessary. Yeah, I like what Finch does too. I agree. Why is there a mistake again? Evidently my brain is just like rotting out of my skull. Mm-hmm. And again, if it was like a $20 one-time fee, I could swallow that, but I can't handle like here's $60 every year. Like no. Mm-mm. Yeah. Hi Sean. How are you? I'm glad. I am hanging in there. I have to subscribe to be allowed to buy books. Yep. Companies sure do like making money. They sure do like being greedy buggers. Did I fudge what last stitch? My row count still isn't right, so I have to... I don't know where there's a problem. So I'm just trying to line up my decreases. I don't know. I remember Bluey this part feeling difficult too. Like... No, it's alright. I'm getting close to being done. Okay, hold on. Decrease on decrease. Okay. Watch what we're gonna do. We're off by 1 stitch. We're not anymore. I made a slightly bigger decrease by going across 3 stitches instead of 1. So now we're gonna double check. This better be 14 or so help me. Hang on. Hang on. Okay, we're good. We're fine. Nothing. When I initially was going to fudge it, I was in like a slightly different spot before. And I needed to be over one more. We're good. We're good. We just had to redo a little bit. I was like, yeah, I can just have like 15 over there and 14 in the back. And then I was like, or I can make it so that I'll have 14 on both sides. But I didn't change it. There was still 15. Yes. Okay, we're good now. Bingo, your head is a pain in my patootie. Did I? I feel like I lost. I didn't lose, but I didn't win. I was neutral. Does anyone have any plans this weekend? No, dinner with the parents. No, puppy works tomorrow. Or we was looking at cars. Oh. Well, I know that James and I are going to have kind of like a like a Discord date. We're gonna watch a movie. Hang out tomorrow. And then Sunday I think I might stream. She's crawling? No way. No hecking way, Elf. That's wild. She can't be old enough to be doing that. What on earth? No way. That's so quick. No, she was born yesterday, right? Well, it took forever, but Bingo's head is finally correct. It's not a phase, Mom. It's who I am. Enjoy your lick. Huh, we came out victorious. Yeah. That makes sense. Trying to figure out the ring stacker toy. That's crazy that she's like mobile and playing and doing things. Unclench and quench. Alright. I guess I can unclench a little. But just a little. What if you say please? I suppose. Welcome back. Oh my gosh. Yes. Listen. I think that anyone would have a great time with a bunch of balls in a ball pit, no matter your age. I'm just saying. They wouldn't care after 5 minutes? Oh, you know, I wonder how all my pets would react to a ball pit. Now I kind of really want to get one. I feel like Mapes would be the best, yeah. Patrick try and swallow plastic. He'd end up, like, crunching the balls and, like, breaking them. Like, not necessarily on purpose, but he just would. But I could picture Mapes, like, jumping in and out of it and, like, running. Hooray, it's time for sewing! I think I might have to make one more ear. Because I think I just have this one. The yarn is trying to consume me. What's over here? Nothing. Okay. Okay, so the inside of her ear is this color. Boop. Yarn monster attack. And those go like that. Okay, so yeah, I'll need to make one more part of her ear. I'm so excited that this is gonna be done. I can cross it off the to-do list. Put it on the to-done list. This is why I hate this kind of yarn. I know so many people love these, like, amigurumi that are made all fuzzy. And I just sit here and I'm like, I hate it. a wild couple of days. I know I keep saying that, but like, from the highs to the lows to the highs again, like, just what a roller coaster. Whee! Yeah. Listen, normally we sign up or we stand in line to go on roller coasters. Surprise roller coasters are not fun. You just like bopping along, trying your best, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, guess what? Guess what time it is? And you're like, no, no, no. I don't want it to be time. And it's like, well, buckle up, Buttercup. Here it comes. I'm trying to like make her similar stuffing wise to Bluey. She just has like a soft spot in her head right there. A swoobat. Cutie. Chat. Hey, I never call you out of lurk. But if you're here lurking, I think you need to look at my screen real quick. You don't even have to say anything, but if you're here and you like cats, what a hard life. Oh no, I've been spotted. Oh my god. I love how cats like do that yawn thing, right? Where like they go from being like this to being like this. Like, why is there no in between? Dear diary, I'm far away, but I'm comfy. Anyways, gonna nap now. Oh. sorry. No, you were so cute. You didn't need to leave. I wasn't making fun of you. I was loving you. I'm sorry. Don't be embarrassed. Although it is kind of funny when you think about, like, how many pictures we take of our pets when they're, like, sleeping or yawning or doing something. Like, imagine how creepy it would be if people did that to each other. Okay. You end up on a list. I take photos of my husband sleeping. Okay. I guess there's a difference between taking I mean, granted, Pippin is my pet, but, like, I just think about how I also have pictures of random pets sometimes on my phone. Or things like that, you know? So, like, yeah, you're right. Like, yes, it's my pet, so that changes things a little bit. But also, oh god, not me accidentally clicking Pinterest. Okay. Yeah, right, like a just like a stranger. But, like, think about how many pets we have pictures of. At least that I have pictures. I know I have pictures of random pets that aren't mine. Because I'm just like, look at that cute puppy, and I'll send a picture to James. Like, imagine if someone did that to us. Look at that cute person. You do that too? You have to. When you see a cute puppy, you have to take a picture. Pippin, don't tease him. Pip, don't do that. Patch is, like, at the door whimpering, and Pippin's like, let me go over there. Girl, don't don't do that. Don't be a menace. I just picture her being like, hey, bet you wish you were out. Ads? Really? Well, I mean, I guess we've made some good progress. We're at the pinning stage now, which means we'll soon be at the sewing stage, which is good. Oh, goodness. Hmm. I still have all the puppy pictures from the last litter 2 years ago on your phone. Bingo's nose is kind of like a dark brown. I don't know if I have dark brown this kind of yarn. I'm gonna look on that. Perfect time, actually, for the stretch break. So, we're not playing Words. We're playing Gartic because Words is broken. So if you've never done this, unlike Words on stream, you can just keep guessing. There's no time, like there's no lock or anything like that. So, yeah, we'll play Gartic. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Thank you all for sitting through ads. I don't know why Words and Gartic and everyone is like super broken. Sorry about that. That's annoying. But it is intense. It's fun. I like the fact that like you don't have to wait, like you can just keep guessing. But yeah. Yeah, it can be a bit much. Alright. Good news is brown yarn for Miss Bingo's nose. Brr. Alright, come here, Bluey. I gotta see your snoot. So I have a cool thing for our next St. Jude fundraiser. Hi, Mom. One of my mods, Sleeping, got won like a gift certificate to Premier Yarn. And she offered it to the community as like an incentive for a future fundraiser. So we'll have like a gift card to give away where you can buy yarn like this, or they have a lot of other kinds too. But I was like, instead of doing like it just at a random giveaway, like, what do you think about using it for St. Jude? And she's like, oh, I love that idea. So we'll have like, I know, isn't it so kind? Oh, we do! We do, Allison. I can do that right now. I'm working on Bingo. I had made Bluey and now we're finishing Bingo. I know! I'm excited about it. So we'll have like say like $5 we'll donate it to the charity. We'll get you like in the running to win a gift card to the Premier Yarn store. They have really nice yarns. We will do a ticket giveaway. It is not for someone. I laugh every time you ask me that. I can make things for myself. It's allowed. I make so many things for other people. I already have Bingo, or I already have Bluey. She needs her sister. Remember? So, you can't separate sisters. Okay, so, the last time we did a St. Jude fundraiser? Oh yeah, I made Bluey a while ago. I had posted her on Instagram too. Bingo's just been like sitting for a long time. Our last time that we did a fundraiser for St. Jude, we had like a amigurumi giveaway. And then James left for Air Force and everything kind of went crazy and I completely forgot to pull a winner. So we have all the names of the people who had donated last time for St. Jude, which was in December. So, we're gonna pull a winner and they can pick like a gumdrop buddy. You could pick a fidget guy and I'll custom make you a fidget. If you wanted, say, the Imkin, what I'll do is I'll take off like the, like, say, you know, $25, $30 off the price of like a higher priced item. So the idea, basically, it's for $25 to $30 worth of amigurumi. All right, the winner is Allison. Congratulations. Thank you to everyone who donated. We had quite a few. We had Emily and another Allison. Allison donated several times. Allison again. Allison stacked the odds in her favor. And there is nothing that says you cannot donate to charity to do that. Smoothie and Hammy. Allison had really good odds for winning. She was more than half the names in the jar. Or Allison was half the names in the jar, rather. One fell out. Oh, one did fall out. Is that you too? Let's see. Oh, that's the other Allison. Okay, so you were not quite half the names. You were almost, though. These were Allison's entries, and these were everyone else's. So, listen, you can absolutely donate $10 to charity 3 different times and have your name put in the running for 3 different pull, you know? Like, there's nothing that says when we fundraise for St. Jude that you can't stack the odds in your favor. And honestly, I kind of love that you did. Like, I think that's fun. Okay. Well, you can let me know what you would like, if there's anything in the store, or if there's something custom, again, like a fidget guy. Or if there is, I think that there's an Imkin right now. Yeah, so like if you want the Imkin, we'll take like a bunch of money off of him instead. Or if you want like an octopus, we'll basically like have the price. A little more then. I know the octopi are expensive. They're so much work to make. There's also like a bunch, like there's a lot of stuff right now in the shop, honestly. Oops. Like we've got fidget guys. I think we have like 1 potion buddy left. But then we have all these Pride ones too from last no, 2 Prides ago. I think these are from 2024. These guys have been waiting for so long. It's kind of crazy. Hey, that item eventually got there, okay? No, actually, all of this stuff now has a home. It's all in one Tupperware, so that way it doesn't get covered in animal fur, and I can find it easy. So all of this stuff is safely packed in one location. Also, if any of this stuff is like, ooh, I want that, it's live right now. Order. It'll go out this weekend or Monday, depending, because today's Friday, and I might not be able to, like, normally it would go out on Sunday. But Sunday, no post on Sundays. If you want animal fur, I will happily rub whatever you order on all the animals. Or just one animal. Take your pick. Easy peasy. Done. Monday's a holiday. Okay. Tuesday then. One thing I feel so bad for, Pippin gets like static shocks so frequently. Like, bless her heart. Bless her little kitten soul. She'll she'll be on like a fuzzy blanket and like rubbing all around and then come over and like boop your hand and she gets a shock and she looks at you like, why'd you punch me? And I'm like, girl, you got yourself all like static charged up and then you booped me. I'm sorry. Like, I can't do anything about it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Hi, Tigress. Run my hand through her and shock yourself. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you just kind of sit there and you're like, guys, I'm so sorry. So, Mom, it's official now, right? I don't know if she's still here. Must be the long fur, yeah. When you were grooming them? Can I get the fur to leave the oh no. Doesn't help with yeah. Imagine just like spraying her with water. She'd be like, what the heck? What did I do? This is so cute. Oh, I can't handle it. I guess my mom left. Uh-oh. No. Not the tangle. There we go. Okay. I don't know where that... We'll just tie it. Good enough for me. Okay. No one's gonna know. Who's gonna know? Are you gonna tell?
I found my people.
Thanks for that follow. Welcome in. Buying a billboard to spread the news. Oh. Dang. I thought I could trust you, chat. Everyone I could tell is already here. Misters in them? Oh. That would be an interesting idea. Pippin loves to be brushed. I know that there's like a brush too. I have it for Maple because he like never would let me give him a bath. That like has a little water thing in it so that you can like you have like a spot for a towel. Yes, a fellow neurospicy human. Yes, you have found one. A pretty neurospicy chat. Not everyone, but a lot of us. Welcome in. We have all the flavors here. Yes, yeah. A bundle. Mm-hmm. Neurodivergents just seem to find one another, yeah. You're secret to stay with me because I wasn't listening. Perfect. Put a safety pin on Pippin like you do with a skirt to stop static. No, I don't think that would help. I mean, this would probably cause more problems just because of, like, the chemicals, but my brain just went, a dryer sheet. Rubbing her with a dryer sheet. No, same thing. No. Good idea for clothes, bad idea for cats. Like, why do our brains think like that sometimes? Like... I never put a safety pin in my ear piercing. I would be so afraid of, like, I don't know, making my piercing all weird. Or, like, accidentally, like, going through a different spot than I meant to. Big bundle of neurospice. You love to see it. I've got, anxiety. Anxiety is my big one. General anxiety. Depression, ADHD. I'm undiagnosed autistic because I can't afford to be diagnosed, but I am peer-reviewed. My autistic friends, my doctor, and my therapist have all been like, yeah. So, peer-reviewed. Yeah, I know some people who have done that. I mean, it's sort of similar to how, piercing parlor, like, actual parlors, like, if you go to a tattoo shop, that seems to be, like, one of the best places to get your ears pierced. A lot of them use, like, a pin, not necessarily, like, or like a needle, I guess is the better word to say. I'm not goth punk enough to put safety pins in your piercings. Yeah, no. Like, if they were, like, fake pins that weren't sharp, maybe. Like, if they were earring ones, I could see that being cool. But I wouldn't want to actually take, like, a sharp one. That's where I would be afraid of, like... Yeah. That's my... Is that about the right height? What are my stims? I don't necessarily have a lot of those, but you don't necessarily need to be autistic. I'm very much a can't do change. Like, my husband's in chat and he can tell you exactly what I have for lunch every day. I don't handle change well. I don't like not knowing. I do like my one I'm an arm flapper when I get really stressed or really excited. I am, yeah, it's bingo. I made Bluey already. And now we're making bingo. Metal reactions. At a piercing shop owned by the way. Yeah. My piercings were all done at like mall shops. Because it was back before it was a very well known thing. Like the last time that I had a piercing done, James and I met in... Sweet, no, because I got one piercing done after we met. It closed up though. Probably because it was done at one of these places. Yeah, at 2011. Because I got teched. I have 3 on this side. I have up here and then I have 2 down here, but I had gotten a third one down lower, and that one ended up closing up. But if I wanted to get it redone, I know now to go to like a parlor instead of piercing pagoda in the mall. At the mall, yep. I remember because we went together. I really wanted to get it done, and that was like one of like the green flag moments that I don't even know that you are aware that you ended up getting, because when I wanted to get my cartilage pierced, my ex at the time was like, "Oh no, don't get another piercing. Like, don't get more." And I was like, I really want to. And he was like, "No, don't." And I was like, "Okay." And so when he broke up, it was a Valentine's Day gift for myself because he broke up with me like around the holidays. And so I went to that. I went to the mall with a girlfriend and got my cartilage pierced, and it was like a but then you and it was funny because I was like, "Yeah, I've been thinking about getting a third," and you were like, "Do it." And I was like, "Huh. All right." And you went and you were, I'll never forget because you looked at me afterwards and you were like, "That's so metal." He's like, "That's so pop." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "You just got a hole put in your head." And at that point, I didn't have any tattoos. James was the only one with a tattoo. And I was like, "You have tattoos?" He's like, "Yeah, but you literally have a hole in your head now that wasn't there before." I was like, "I guess, yeah." Pretty small. I used to have cartilage pierced. Always got stuck on your hair. Yeah. Yeah, this one's gotten stuck a lot. You know what really helps now? Can you see my earring back? They make like flat ones now. And that has helped me a ton with the whole hair getting stuck because there's not like a like a lot of stem, if you will, anymore for it to get like hair to get tangled in. Does it still happen occasionally, but like it's much, much rarer now. You are not wrong. You are not. It was just cute. Where are the rest of the ears? I have to fix this one. Okay. It didn't help. Am I just doing singles? Yeah. Yeah. I've thought about getting... What's the one that's supposed to help with migraines? What is that called? It begins with a D. My brain's like, a Dal piercing, and I'm like, no. Dals are Dalmatians. Yes! Yes! Okay, I got the first two letters. I just couldn't remember the rest. I'm like, my issue though is like, can I still, and this might be something that I could ask a piercer if I could still wear like earbuds or like noise canceling things, because for me with when I get overstimulated, I need to be able to like block out sound. So it's like, can I still do that if I have that pierced? That's like the one thing that's keeping me from doing it. And like Google's all like, yeah, of course you can still use them. And I'm like, can you? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Feel free if you would like. I also feel like it might depend on like people's individual ear shapes. Like some people, like Petrichor saying like they have tiny ears. I feel like if you have smaller ears or, you know, whatever, that might be, they might be like, yeah, you probably wouldn't be able to. On your ear shape, yeah, I heard it can go both ways. And that's where I was like, hi, can I have an ear consultation, please? Do you think that I can, like, can you imagine going to a pierce? I'm sure that they would probably, like, take some time to, you know, figure it out. Good ones that appreciate the question, yeah. No, I remember when I went and I got my tattoo. My tattoo was so tiny. It's so little. I absolutely, like, had a panic attack beforehand. like had to use their bathroom. And it was funny because obviously they're not gonna like tattoo someone who doesn't want one, and they're like, "Are you sure you want this?" And I'm like, "No, no, no." I'm like, "I want this very much." I'm like, "But I have chronic, terrible, debilitating anxiety, and I am psyching myself out." I'm like, "I want to do this. I want this tattoo, but my brain is like, you can't handle it." And they were like, "Gotcha, okay." I was like, "No, no, this is wanted. This is planned. I've been planning it." You know what's gross to think about? How long I've had my tattoo? Because it means that I'm old. Oh, I love that. I want this, but my brain thinks you're killing me. It's a me problem. Proceed. Yeah. It was one of those things too. So this is my only tattoo. I would get more. Um but it was funny because instead of, and again, I don't know. I don't know if it was because I was nervous. I don't know if it was just like the best way to do it, but they actually had me like rest my arm like that. Um Oh, I was talking about when we went and got my tattoo, how I was like, I basically like went and used their bathroom and like blew it up and like had a massive panic attack beforehand, and they're like, "Do you want to do this?" And I'm like, "No, no, I do. I really really do. I'm chronically anxious, and this is a new experience and I don't know what it's like." So my brain right now, like Procrasticrafting said, thinks you're trying to kill me, and therefore I am anxious. Like, but no, I want to be here. And then I was just saying that when they did the tattoo, they did it so that I couldn't even see it being done. And I'm like, I don't know if they did that because I was anxious or if that was truly just like the best positioning for them to have me put my arm. Like, I don't know the reason. It's like scratching sunburn. Yeah, okay, but in the first time, like, if you don't understand, if you don't know what something feels like, someone can tell you what it feels like. I can watch videos, I can research what it feels like, but it's different than actually feeling it. Plus everybody is different. You know, some people, the dentist doesn't bother them. Like my mom thinks that it's tickly when she gets her teeth cleaned, and some people are in excruciating pain when they get their teeth cleaned. Like it's, you know, not everyone is the same. You giggle, gross. Gross. I'm glad for you and my mom. Yeah, but like which ones now? I kind of really like the idea I told you the other day instead. Felt nothing when I had my cartilage pierced. It was just itchy for a few days. Dentist, the wind, the wind hurts my gums. Yeah, no, cartilage piercing was an interesting one because it was very warm, if that makes sense. And I think that was just because like it was a wound, if you will, but it didn't really hurt unless you like any piercing. If you sleep on it or you put weight on it, you're like, oh crap, I forgot. Um, the Your Name one that we were talking about, the red ribbon. The needle is worse than the filling. Yeah, I can understand that. The feeling of being numb is awful too. That's one of those like I don't like I can take like I could do like throat spray, like you know that stuff that's supposed to help like numb your throat when you're coughing. instantly panic because all of a sudden I can't feel my throat properly and it doesn't feel right. Like anything that where my body doesn't feel the way it's supposed to instantly makes me go, why is my body not feeling this the way it always does? And so like that's when I like get Novocaine or whatever, when I have to, yeah, I feel that. I want so many different ones. That's what I was saying. I'm like, which one? I get hot and itchy. You're allergic to everything. Ugh. I'm so sorry. That sucks. That's how sleeping meds make you feel, yeah. Burns through the numbing now. Petrichor, are you naturally like is your hair naturally like towards the red side? I feel like I remember something about people who have like red hair going through like Novocaine and things like that, like pain medicine. I know James's sister has a really high metabolism for pain meds and she has to have like additional like stuff. Right? Your sister? I want to be in full control and know what's going on. Yes. Red hair genetics don't like meds, yeah. Often needs extra, She has to take meds prior to the doctor or her heart can get... Oh, that's right. She isn't that it wears off too quick. Hers is that, like, it makes her heart race. Always had high pain tolerance. Also being hypermobile means numbing pain. Yep. Yay for bodies, man. What a nightmare. Oops. One. Oh, let's do our ticket giveaway. We did the other giveaway earlier. Let's do that giveaway before I forget. All right. So if you're like, what the heck is this giveaway for? Well, we also don't have a B yet, so you can tell me if you'd like something on that list that isn't there already. Like today, bingo won, and so that's what we're working on finishing. But next week, whatever wins the vote will be what we work on next Friday. And so we do point giveaways at the beginning of stream to say thanks for being here early. And we also do a random one at the end of stream or in the middle of stream to thank you for being there. Like, just in general, because I appreciate it. Bingo's looking fantastic. Yeah, she's looking really good. I'm happy. Coloring, yeah. Allison had that idea, and I was like, heck yeah. If anyone has anything that they would like to see added in, again, B is open. 5 hours completely gone when you got home. Extra without you asking. I almost wonder if, like, one of your parents was like, listen, by the time that we get home. Are my two Allisons spelled differently? I thought they were the same, but now I'm questioning it. Listen, my brain is like scrambled eggs, okay? Between everything that happened with Tigger, that was like an absolute roller coaster of a day. And then last night, those of you who watched Dr. Gluon, after Doc's stream, he messaged me and was like, "Hey, I know that you've offered to mod for me. Are you serious? Like, do you want to?" And I was like, "Yes." So, like, that happened at, like, 1 something in the morning, and then I couldn't sleep afterwards, because, like, I know. I know. It's like they made announcements in Discord, and, like, I was reading through, like, all this stuff and I was like, "Oh my god." Like, I don't want to make a mistake. So, it was such an emotional, like, "No, go away, we're not friends." I felt so bad the other day. They had like an awful troll they had like a group of people on YouTube. And since he knows me, or at least knows me enough through Mrs. G, I was like, if you need, I'm like, you can throw me in there right now. I can help. Because there was only one person who was able to like delete stuff. And I was like, I can help. But I didn't realize that YouTube is more, finicky than Twitch. Like Twitch, you can just throw someone in, like, and be like, "Yes, please, here, help." But with YouTube, you have to like do like back stuff where you have to like add, and they have to approve it through email. And I was like, "Oh, I didn't know that until now." Because I was just like, if you want help dealing with that. And he was like, "I'll have to message you about help." And I was like, "Okay, I just meant okay." I felt so bad. Like, everyone was coming in and asking him if he was bald under his hat. That was like the bit, but it was just like 15, 20, like, people. It was just message after message after, and it was just like, it was the dumbest thing. Like, no, he's like, this is not like upsetting. Like, thank goodness it wasn't anything like, like racially charged or anything. Like, it's just such a stupid thing to do. But there was just so many of them, and poor Lily was just like, delete, 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 like. And so I was like, I can help. So I'm all set up now. Look out, peeps. I'm ready to kick butt and take names. But like, I then of course couldn't sleep because I was like, again, one of those things where I'm like, I don't want to make, this is YouTube where it was happening, not Twitch. So that was the issue. Saribot isn't on YouTube. But yeah. He has hair visible and two, who cares? Right. And it was one of those things where everyone was just like, okay. But then you were just like, Sari, get on that. I'm sure that if like someone said that to Sari, he'd be like, oh yeah, I can get on that. Like, the way that we were like talking, because Shella's hubby made the bingo tracker that we use, right? And we were all talking about how it would be great if there was like a way of having the bingo tracker in your mod view. And Sari was like, I can make that happen. And everyone was kind of like, wait, no, what? And he was like, yeah, I'll make that happen. I can make it. I can code that. And it's just like, oh, okay. And next thing you know, like, by the end of the night, here was like a thing. And I was like, that's amazing. That's amazing. So yeah, I'm like, I had better sleep so good tonight. It's good that he uses his powers for good. Imagine if Sari decided to use his powers for evil. We wouldn't stand a chance, chat. Would not stand a chance. A snowball's chance in hell. Speaking of, I think that the I think that the tracker got fixed. I hope that the tracker got fixed. It did. Tony was making some changes behind the scenes. You guys want to see? This is pretty cool. So yes, fixed and updated. So I think that we might villager hunt on Sunday. And it now has a little thing next to it if they were new or if they're a repeat. See how like these all say new? And this like Sterling here was a repeat. I thought that was really cool that he added that feature. So what I'll do, because we technically bingo hunt, we went and played a little bit the other day without having it working. So I'll update it. I'll go ahead and like type everything up and add it. So that way we'll be good to go this weekend. Wait, the bingo cards are interactive now? What does that mean? They stay here? Wait, bingo cards are saved to your browser. Highly recommend using backup/restore. Look at... Golly, imagine being able to just code things. Imagine... You know what's funny? I have Lily on the bingo card that I'm actually playing with, too. Don't tell Shella. I haven't seen her yet, but she's also on the bingo card that I downloaded. So since now twice in a row that Lily's been on my card. No, Shella's husband did all of this. Shella's hubby did this. Mm-hmm. We have so many cool coders. So wait, if I close this, and then how do I... Nope. Nope. Bingo card. So if you close it, you can just click here and it'll pop it back open. And look at, he's so smart because he also made it so that the card doesn't cover up like the list over here. Now it just needs autofill. He's so cool. He also, just as like a friendly reminder, there is a Ko-fi page. So if anyone ever wants to like throw a few bucks their way, money goes towards keeping the website running, basically. Web hosting is $20 a month, database service is $25 a month, so yeah. The fun is marking the card. Would be helpful if you're catching up. It would be cool if there was like a catch-up feature. If you can just be like, like, catch me up. Oh! No cat food on the floor for me, chat. Also, we didn't pull our ticket winner. It's only been 11 minutes. Okay. Petrichor. 11 minutes isn't bad. Petrichor, what would you like your points to go towards? Or do you want to fill in B? Because we don't have anything there yet. Also, where did my red pen go? Or my pink pen? Game? You got it. Whoosh. All right. Okay. Let's sew a couple of things down. All the pieces are made now, finally, which is lovely. I was going to say we'll go until I finish her, but I just realized I have to make dinner tonight. There's no food. There are no leftovers. I went out, I got pork chops. Which means I have to cook. Stupid. I wanted to finish this today. I mean, like, she's close. Tessa! Hello! How are you? Why is maintaining our human form so exhausting? For real. Why? Why does it require so much effort to just keep our flesh sacks, like, functioning? I am doing good. I'm doing a lot better today than I have been the last couple of days, so... It's dinner time. Let me make sure Artie's not eating Pippin's food. She's been, like, all curled up in her heated house, so... Last time I checked. That camera's not loading. Mario keeps smacking me. He wants dinner. Mario, that's rude. I can snooze them once. No ads, yeah. Well, pre-rolls are going to be on. So, if you're just coming in and you're not subscribed, you might get an ad, but... Have a good night, Mia. Thanks for hanging out. A book? Oh, Genu. You know what's funny? I have the girls. Oh, no, we have Genu too. Just kidding. And we just got Derpy in the mail. I had pre-ordered Derpy, but, like, there was a delay. So, we have all the... You know, Mattel keeps coming out with dolls that I'm like, I don't need it. Like, they came out with American Girl doll, K-pop Demon Hunters. Have you guys seen this? Seriously, American Girl, when are you going to sponsor me? I talk about your freaking site all... Well, I shouldn't say that. But I talk about your website all the time. Send me dolls. I did. I don't know how I feel about them. I saw a content creator who talked about the fact that they are marketing the historical dolls for a younger audience. And if I look at it that way, I say, you're right. You know what? That is cool. I would not want them myself as someone who likes the, like, I would not buy them for myself to add to, like, my collection. But I can understand that, like, younger kids like the smaller size dolls. But yeah. Y'all, they're so good. They are the plastic body instead of fabric. Do you know what the Welly Wisher dolls are? They're their line for, like, kids younger. Like, not bitty baby kids, but, like, I would probably say, like, maybe 5, 6-year-olds. Hang on. Like, ugh. So cool. Here. I know, I don't have the money either. Ugh. Although, you know what I will say? I dislike the fact that these are not real zippers. Back in the day, those would have been real zippers from American Girl. Like, that's all screen printed. And that's kind of a bummer to me. Like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of really good stuff that they're doing with these dolls. That's just like if I could say a criticism, that would be it. But yeah, they definitely would have been real zippers growing up. Hi. Yeah. These guys. Hold on. Hi. Your sister's not eating your food, is she? Hey, but we'll turn on the living room light. It was so much easier when all the cats ate the same food. Yeah, I don't love these dolls. These are based off of the Welly Wishers, which is what I was talking about before. Yeah, they feel bobbleheady to me. Like, I don't know why this website won't let me scroll down. Yeah. I don't love them. Wow, that's a close. Like, this is... Where? Do they not have them anymore? Did they change the name of them? Yeah, these guys. What the heck are you called? Are you no longer... These were called welly wishers because they all came with little welly boots, which I thought was cute. Yeah, welly wishers. So that's like what this new historical one is. No. They're different sizes. Nope. That's incorrect. They're not making them skin. They're a different size doll. So American Girl dolls are 18-inch dolls. These are 14-inch dolls. This is the same line now. Pippin. No, ma'am. She's like grabbing mouthfuls of the food. So like if you look, these are regular American Girl dolls, the 18-inch dolls. And these are the other ones. These are the 14.5-inch. And so they made the historical dolls modern. Like they gave them more modern clothes. And they put them on the 14-inch body frame. So they're just a smaller doll, period. Like, yep, they're thinner and smaller. Just in general, like everything about them is smaller. But this is their welly wisher body line. Like all of that stuff will fit. Like, except yeah, their head feels bigger than the welly wishers. Like look at Kirsten's eyes right there. Hold on. I love that instead of like finishing bingo, we're now on American Girl doll again. We visit American Girl a lot. But like Kirsten's eyes right there. Whoa. Oh. Like, girl. What horrors have you seen? She's the blonde with the blue, this one here that my mouse is on. And Felicity, too. Like, what horrors have you girls seen? Well, actually, Kirsten has seen some freaking terrible stuff. Actually. Kirsten's story, like her original doll story, is pretty traumatic. I wonder if I just type in... So, oh, hello. So what they're doing, and I think that this is brilliant, okay? Oh my god. I keep grabbing the wrong thing, sorry. Stop it, ads, go away. We're talking American Girl. Go away. So I think that this is a little brilliant. They have my first doll now, okay? Which is a fully fabric cloth doll. No eye, like no choking hazard, if you will. Everything is sewn on. Her clothes don't change. You can't undo her. Like, she's meant for babies, okay? So you have my first, right? Super cute. You have the this is a mini. Back in the day, they all had mini versions of themselves, so they're like little. This is a doll for your dolls. Okay? It's an American Girl doll for your American Girl dolls. I think that's brilliant. Oh, they don't have her original doll here. And then maybe Samantha might be a better, because they recently came back out with her. Oh, do they not? Okay. I was just trying to find the modern era one that they did next to the original doll. But I'm not a fan. Like, here, again, you can see her here. And then you look at that, and it does feel younger. It does feel, I know, I'm excited about this. This is like a grown-ups novel for all of us who grew up with her. And I'm like, I'm here for it. I'll read it. But like the idea, and I think this is smart on, you know, from a logistical standpoint. They're coming out with stuff for every age at this point. All right? Like age 18 months, you know, like they're coming out with dolls and accessories for every age group. And I think that that's marketing wise is smart. Cuz it gives you where oh, here we go. This is what I was looking for. Dolls by age. Right? So you got bitty babies, which are meant for like younger kids, and then you have all the cloth. Like look at the historical cloth dolls. I want to get these for like my kids. I think these are so sweet. I think these are so well made. They're so cute. To me, like that's great. That's fabulous. They're adorable dolls. Oh my god, look at Addie. Oh, um, bitty babies are great too. They're very sturdy, like baby dolls. Um, and then this is like your 4-year-old line, and that's where these new ones are coming in. And they're trying to bring the historical dolls to every age group, and I just like this doll is creepy to me. Like there are very few of these that I don't find uncanny. Like, I think the original Welly Wishers had it on the mark. These ones here, that row, those dolls look right. They are the right proportions. Their faces are sweet. They don't have that 1,000 like yard stare. Like everything about them feels like they're meant for 4-year-olds versus why is this girl made up the way she is? Like why do you have that much makeup on? I don't know how old they're like the dolls are for 4-year-olds. But like the original Welly Wishers I think are very well done. They're very cute. And they're a great way again to get like the little kids into American Girl. And then I think that the new ones are they for 6 and up? Is that where the historical collection has been plopped? No. These are regular American Girl dolls. So then what's the 8 plus? Are you collectors? Ah, the ones that they don't take out of the box. I see, I see. Oh, and the historical dolls? Okay. Ugh. Gosh. Who remembers back in the day they used to have like you could make your own doll where you could like pick the face and the hair and like the everything. I also love that they have boys. They have a couple of different like male hairstyles or typically I shouldn't even say that cuz there is no such thing as boy hair and girl hair. But they have ones that little boys, you know, if they're looking for a doll that looks like them. Um I love that. They still kind of have a bit of like a mix and match, but it's not quite the way that it used to be. Yeah, typically mask. I would take him out of the box for sure. Yeah. One of those, they didn't have curly hair though, so yours had straight. Oh. Yeah, they do still have like a create your own. It's just done a little differently. Like, ads are about to start. I cannot snooze them anymore. I've snoozed all I can snooze. So, like, you can start by, like, picking one that kind of has, like, maybe, like, facial features you like. So, okay, I like this one. Boop. And now you can be like, all right, I want her hair to be this color. And I want her hair... Oh, wait. Haircut. There we go. Like, so they still they have a lot of stuff. Don't forget to make dinner. I don't want to make dinner. Yeah, it's just nice that they have different hair options, because in the past, like, look, this one's got like a ribbon on it. Short hair, don't care. It's just nice that they have options that are different. Ugh, natural hair. We love it. She's so grumpy. I know, I'm sorry. I snoozed them as long as I could. How good are their face skills and skill color? I mean, so if we come over here and we look at this, so I picked this face mold, right? But I can change the skin tone. And I like how they phrase them too, like with neutral undertones, warm undertones. And they do have different face shapes. I'm not changing the doll that I picked, that's all. So they do offer like a decent variety for make your own. And you can add if you want like freckles too. It's like, yeah, I want and then like I were saying before, they do have different face shapes. There's 6 different molds, I think, for the create your own. And you can see like they all like, and I like the fact that things aren't locked to certain skin tones, because different people have different shaped faces. Like, there's nothing saying that, oh, well, that's no, like, and you can even, this is fun too, you can even be like, we're like kind of punk, or this one's city, or butterfly. Like, I like that they have different vibes, because different kids like different things. So you could be like, yeah, I want this one. And my accessories are gonna be, I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer, or I like these clothes, but I also like butterflies and unicorns, like, I like that there's a different, like, you can kind of pick. Always wanted a doll that looked like me, but no one ever had any. Yeah. They do also offer too, I don't know if it's here, or it might have to be like on the other doll that I didn't select. You can also have bald American Girl dolls, like with no hair, like no like rooting or like wig system. You can have a hearing aid placed on your doll. You have to pay for like the hearing aid, but they will install it for free. Which I think is cool. I think that they also have I feel like they also have like diabetic stuff now too. Almost like a sticker, like a thing that's like a sticker that you can put on their arm, but like it's not a sticker. You know what I mean? Like, they do, but those you have to like contact the company about. Like, they're not in this this menu. Like, you have to contact the company about making the doll with like a limb difference. I've seen them. I don't know if you can like, well, I just think that it's because I feel like they just don't mass produce it. And that's why. Oh gosh. The Glinda, oh, here, this is good. There you go. There are the differences. So this is the 14.5-inch doll, and that's the 18-inch doll. And yeah, it does almost look like their heads are the same size, doesn't it? But their bodies are vastly different. Like, the 14.5-inch doll is just marginally smaller head than the other one. Like, our bodies just look so tiny compared to their head size. I don't know if... Yeah, it feels like it's the same head. Oh yeah, see? You can also get braces on your doll too, which I think is fun. I don't know. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. And yeah, they do have like wheelchairs, like you said. They have canes, they have braces, I believe, too. Like not the kind on your teeth. At least they did. I know that like the things that they sell like rotate and change too. But yeah, I'm a fan of the reason behind why they're doing it, which is to get the historical doll into hands of other aged kids. I just don't like the way that they're doing it. It's just not, it's not my cup of tea. And you know what? Maybe they product tested with kids. Maybe they asked kids what they thought and what they wanted and that was it. You know? I might not be the target demographic for this. Kids might love it. Kids might be like, this is the best thing that's ever happened. It could just be. All right. Still didn't see myself in dolls. Yeah, I hate to think of how others felt. Absolutely, I understand that. I do think that if you go, I haven't been to an American Girl store since my honeymoon. Because there's an American Girl doll store in Florida, and James was like, "Let's go," and that was like so much fun for me because I had never been to one before. Um, so I don't remember though if they offer more customizing stuff, like things that you can pick and have it like shipped from there. Like if they have like examples, I don't remember. Listen, I appreciate a company that continues to make strides forward. I wish that they all could be quicker, you know? I wish that the strides forward happened quicker and more publicly, or like again, like we were saying, on the website. But I'm glad to see companies making changes to be more inclusive, you know? I just hope that it keeps going, and I hope that once they start, they can start to do it quicker. Like maybe the initial like getting things set up took time, but Moonspell High and their witches. One is blind, one has a cane. Oh, really? I'm gonna have to Google it. I do love me some Monster High dolls. I think that you saw Curious. I got the Kitty Noir. She's actually back there. I don't know if you guys can see. She's right there. Hang on, maybe if I go zoom. There you go. I love her though. Oh my gosh. She's so curvy and beautiful. Oh, her coloring is so good. Oh my god. She's gorgeous. She's such a pretty doll. Oh yeah, look at these. I have a couple. I actually found some of them the other day when I was cleaning my basement. Oh my god, look at her hair! It's so pretty. Oh my god. Respectfully, she could step on me. And look at, she's got the cane. I need to get her. She is beautiful. That's a... I like her outfit too. She's trying to like... Ugh. And you know what else I really like about Monster High is that they're not all the same size. Like Barbies, everyone's the same height. Everyone is like, 5'6" or whatever. I like that these dolls are different sizes. I like that they have different like shaped bodies. Have a good night, Sharn. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I gotta go in a minute here. Like some have skinnier limbs, some have thicker limbs, some are shorter, some are taller, some are skinnier, some are chubbier, some are like everyone is like they're not. There's different like and their face shapes are different too. Like she has a slightly wider face. She has a slightly narrower face. I love that aspect. Like their eyes are all different shapes. I appreciate the differences because and I also in a lot of ways I kind of love I think that these dolls are really good like open-ended play because they all look different. They all have like, different colored hair or like purple eyes or like they're not always like they're monsters. But I like the fact that they're not like traditional again Barbie dolls where like oh, well, I didn't find, like Emily was saying, the doll that looks exactly like me. Well, I would venture to say not a lot of children that are playing with dolls have pink or purple hair. But they're still going to like these dolls. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of neat to have dolls that are more like, these are just cool witches. Like, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna get up to? Yeah, her hair is gorgeous. I want that hair in real life. I want that hair IRL. She's a clairvoyant witch, and though she is blind, she can read the constellations. Oh my god. Hang on, wait. Practices the magic of friendship. Oh, she's Twilight Sparkle. Mixes perfumes that can lift moods and channel inner strengths. I love that. Time in her garden make healing potions. Is hard of hearing and wears a hearing aid, but is very in tune with the earth and can talk with trees and plants to help them bloom. Okay, we read that one. A crystal witch. Gemstones to make jewelry with special protection patterns. Oh. A sun witch who lights up every room. Her powers include creating rainbows and channeling energy from the sun. That's so cool. They'll be available in July. I'm going to order some for sure. For sure. If I take off my glasses, do you think I could read the constellations? Maybe. Oh, I love it. I love it. So good. And the other thing too is that like if you look at Monster High dolls, they're very similar in the sense of like the original dolls were all like the same size and the same shape. But the newer ones that they came out with, like Frankie is shorter and Claudine is taller, because they're now based off of like like live action characters, and so they change stuff. Like here's some of the original, right? Like here's some, these are 13 wishes, like look at her now, like she's curvy now, instead of everyone being like the same shape. I love her leg. I love Frankie. Frankie's one of my favorites. But yeah. Well, that's fun. Thanks for sharing. They only have the base and the little sister body types. Yeah. And that's what I mean when I say, like, I love seeing companies grow and expand and realize, because again, back then it was probably just easier, cheaper, whatever. And now, you know, you're an established company. Make those things that are different. Make those dolls that are, you know, just not all the same. Because, like, that makes people want to get them. I want to get the doll that looks different than the others, because I think that, like, I don't necessarily just need to buy one. I would like to get multiple, because I think that that's more interesting. Like, these are not as fun to me. These original ones. Like, they all feel kind of just like, they're okay. They're fine. They don't have, they're lacking personality. That's what it is. The newer ones, the way that they've changed them, it feels more like they have personality in them. Okay, I really should go and make dinner. It's 6:30. Well, we'll finish bingo, I don't know, maybe next week. Maybe I'll finish her off stream. I don't know if people really care. This is an older project, so I feel like some people might be like, whatever. I'm not as attached. Nostalgic reasons, yeah. I actually prefer the new ones. And that makes sense too. Like, nostalgia plays a huge role in the kinds of things that we enjoy and collect. Oh my god, like, look at this doll. Oh, I need her too. Look at how beautiful her makeup is and her hair. Her colors are so good. Ugh. They're so good. Anyway. I'm glad that we at least finished crocheting all the parts. All that's left now is assembly. Everything else has been done. We finished crocheting everything. It just has to get sewn and glued on. She's tall. Oh, I love that. So I hope that you all have a wonderful weekend. I will probably be here Sunday. I think we're gonna do some Animal Crossing villager hunting. I will make an announcement in Discord though, so if you're not there, be sure to join. A little assembly slideshow. We could do that. I could do something like that. Well, other thing I had, side note, the other thing I had always really liked about Monster High was they were one of the few jointed dolls for, like, kids. Because Barbie's, one of the things that sucked was, like, why did my Barbie have to sit like this in her chair? Why couldn't she bend at the knee? Why did she sit on a horse like she had a rod in her butt? Like, why? It always made me upset as, like, a kid. I wanted her to bend. Anyway, I digress. Have a wonderful, wonderful, not all of them, no. Most of them didn't petrichor. I had, like, a gymnast Barbie, and she was the only one that was bendable. Yeah. Anywho, have a wonderful rest of your time zone. Remember to eat something tasty, to drink some water, to take any meds that you have to take, to be kind to yourself and other people. Remember, you are loved. I will see you all probably on Sunday. And if not, I'll see you all on Monday. Come join the Discord and we can yap some more and hang out. Okay? Okay.